Welcome back everyone to episode 2 of our Lords of the Fallen Let's Play series here on the PlayStation 5. This is your host, Free Nachos, once again. And in last episode, we created a whole new character from scratch. We are doing a kind of heavy Paladin build. So we used, I believe it was the Radiant Purifier starting class, which you only get from beating the game and getting the Holy Ending. We are doing a female character. Our stats are as such. We're level 22. We have an 18 skill in Radiance. Our second highest skill is in Vitality. So we're going to be continuing to level Radiance, Strength, and probably Endurance and Vitality. Pretty much everything except Agility and Inferno. Because we are, like I said, going to be doing a heavy Paladin type character. Now, right now, we do have a light head and torso and legs, but as soon as we discover more relevant gear items, we will put them on, so that way we can create the build that we set out to do. I am kind of making this somewhat of a walkthrough, an informal, non-completionist walkthrough, but I do want to teach people who may be here learning about the game for the first time. Anytime you see an item like this, if you activate your umbral lamp and trace it to its source, it will lead you to an enemy that you must defeat, and if you do so, you can earn currency. Oh, I did the wrong thing. I have to get out his umbral parasite first. Now, if we get enough plucked eyeballs, we can trade them in order to get various items. So we're going to want to, from the beginning, start doing those every single time we see them. It's kind of the mistake I made the first time I played the game, is I didn't really hit those from jump. But now that I know what they do, we will start doing as many of those as we can. I can't quite remember how... Can we pull up the lamp? Okay, we cannot. But later on in the game, you can go through these doors, and you can get that item down there, and that is the heavy armor set of the main character that we saw in the opening of the game, the Dark Crusader. So later on in the game, when we come back to this opening area, we'll collect that armor set. Of course, we see the moths. We know that there's a hidden path.
I always wondered if there were others. You're probably thinking that lamp's just a tool to be used as you see fit. Take it lightly, and you'll find it's the other way around. Mark my words.
So this is the Iron Wayfarer, one of the first NPCs that we encounter in the game.
I don't know who you are, and I don't care. But since it seems Adyr has you marked, making you a bigger threat to the Rogar serves us both. I've defied the wills of gods and kings. If you know any kind of freedom, you'll do the same. If you know any...
Alright, we've exhausted his dialogue. We're going to go ahead and activate our second vestige of the game, the vestige of Hannelore. We still do not have enough to level up, so we're going to continue. I think we are probably going to stick in the Umbral Realm for now. One of the benefits of being in the Umbral Realm is, one, you can activate memories, such as this, but also you can gain more vigor for leveling.
Sentinels! To the crypt! Fall back! Fall back!
No! Wait! Where are you going? Help us!
So every time you find one of those, you get some umbral scouring. You also get umbral scouring from defeating main bosses and side bosses. And when you collect enough umbral scouring, you are able to go to a special vendor and unlock kind of special boss weapons and boss abilities. Boss gear as well. You gonna break out? So you can block with two-handed weapons. You can block without a shield. However, the damage reduction effect isn't as great as if you had a shield in most cases. And if you look in the upper right-hand corner, that little circle is now full, which means we have enough points to buy a level now. Okay, we're getting hit. We're going to go ahead and heal. Try to take some of these guys out one by one. Actually, let me go ahead and hop up to Range Buddy over here. He actually fell down. Did a big old plunging attack, got a triple kill on that one. Nice. And of course, the longer you do stay in the Umbral Realm, the more enemies will spawn. We're going to go ahead and switch to our throwing hand here. Get that guy down. Okay, didn't get killed all the way there. Of course, the more you level into Radiance, the more higher level spells you are able to wield, and also increases the effect of the spells that you wield. So let's go back to the nearest vestige and level up one time before we continue. We're going to invest in strength. And we're going to go ahead and rest, which is going to reset all the enemies in the area, but also refill our mana, refill our health, refill our healing. Looks like we are doing smite damage. Let's take a look at our items. We do have Firebomb. We have Firebomb and Holy Salts. So after we clear out kind of these basic enemies, we are going to apply that Firebomb. Clear out these guys once again. Once I complete Lies of P, I'm going to do a full kind of comparison video, breaking down the positive and negatives of each game, and then at the end I'm going to kind of provide my thoughts on which game I think is the best. Obviously, it'll just be my opinion, but I can certainly tell you from my early experience in Lies of P, I've played about 10 hours of it. Definitely prefer this game over Lies of P. Okay, let's see what I'm going to do. I'm going to put on... Not that. We're going to put on our Fire Ward. Holy Salts. And we're going to get our defense up. There we go. Took that guy out. So that enemy there is an enemy that's probably not too widely found early on in the game, but certainly is more widely found later. Orian Preacher Shield. Okay, so we do want to equip a shield. This is a weapon that we can have one shield on one hand and the weapon on the other. As you can see, we do have a few moths here, meaning there is some kind of a hidden path. We're going to go ahead and hold our lamp down. We don't actually have to go all the way into Umbral. We can just follow the path with the lamp up. There are pros and cons to using a two-handed weapon, using one-handed weapon and a shield. You can even switch back between them. Just do one more sweep, make sure there's nothing we missed. And out we go. Looks like we are nearing probably another level up. Don't want to do it quite yet until I get up a little bit further. Now, similar to Sekiro, the more you perfectly time deflections on enemies, the more their posture wears down. Also, doing heavy attacks will wear down enemy posture more. So, as you're fighting an enemy, keep tabs on that circular indicator, circular white indicator. Once the outline is completely gone, that means that their next kind of stagger attack on them will stun them, so that way you can do kind of a visceral attack. visceral attacks in this game are called grievous strikes. There is a kick mechanic in the game that is quite effective. We are going to go down this way. And I've been invaded. We've been invaded. This guy thinks he's fancy. Invading a low-level person. We're doing it live, boys. And of course he killed us because I had no healing and I had no magic left. So that's fine. That's fine. I think we actually did pretty well against him considering I'm like low level, have no good gear, and he's probably supremely leveled. But that's fine. Gives you guys a little sneak peek of what PvP looks like. I'm actually glad that he wasn't like spamming magic, which was fine. But now we can hopefully do what we wanted to originally do, which is go this way and get some more lore and some loot. Have a ladder there. This game will definitely spawn enemies on you non-stop if you're not careful.
Someone! Help me, please!
More umbral scarring. And right now we also have enough for a level up. So let's quickly take the ladder. I'm so used to Liza P where the circle button is sprint. I much more prefer this game where the left stick sprints. They try to get me caught there. Oh, I thought he was dead. Thought you were dead, buddy. PvP can be fun. Not the biggest fan of it when I'm, you know, intro character first level, but PvP can definitely be fun. I've been invaded like 5 times, and I've killed them like twice, so a little bit of a mixed bag. We're gonna put us into strength again. It won't be too long before we can get a good heavy weapon. A good strength-based. I don't necessarily want to do a heavy weapon. I eventually want to get there, but it won't be too long before we can get a strength-based holy weapon that we can start leveling up. There's no sense in going to the vestige. Got Big Buddy here. I'm gonna keep getting sick of putting on my throwing hand. To put on my throwing hand again. They really hit you over the head with this in the beginning. And there's really not that many throwing spots in the game after the first level. So right now, since we're in the Umbral Realm, we're actually getting 10% more vigor from each kill, which is nice. That was a pretty generous parry window there. Okay, go ahead and activate the shortcut. And we'll pop a healing, why not? I can't see. My visuals are obscured. Yeah, don't do that to me, buddy. I want to put my Radiant Catalyst back on, but they just keep spawning, so I can't take 2 seconds to put my Radiant Catalyst back on. At this point, we're getting somewhat close to when basically we hit our threshold for being in the Umbral Realm. So we're going to go ahead and hurry up and activate a checkpoint here.
You carry the lamp long enough, and you'll see history repeat, over and over. If you don't want to keep retreading the same ground yourself should you fall, make use of this.
Okay, so we're definitely going to use that. So, this guy is a vestige seed that, when planted, allows you to have kind of a temporary warp point. So it's like a checkpoint in between checkpoints. So you have a limited number of these. You can get more from killing certain enemies or bosses, or you can also buy some in the shop. I would advise not buying some in the shop and just collecting as many of these as you can. And anytime you feel you're a little outstretched and you might need a little bit of a safe haven, you can go ahead and activate it.
I've given you more umbral guidance than I ever had. From now on, find your own way and stay out of mine.
So we are nearing the end of episode 2. Episode 3, we will take on the first main boss of the game. Should make for an interesting fight. First time I played, she did give me quite a bit of trouble. How are you not dead? There you go. Boom, baby. Okay. So are we going to have enough for a level up? Perhaps. Perhaps. I think what I'll do is pop some of my... Get out of the fire. Out of the fire. I think what we'll do is pop some of my Vigor Skulls and go ahead and level up one more time before we face the boss. This boss certainly is strong to holy damage, which is the type of damage that we do. So let's go ahead and use some of our vigor here. Looks like we have 3 Vigor Skulls, 200. Pop one of these. Go ahead and level. Our endurance is fine, our radiance is fine. Let's go to put one more in strength. I haven't decided if I want to have my shield out or not. I think I do want to have my shield out, but I'll just switch off of it when I attack. But we have about 1 more minute in today's episode, so we're going to go ahead and run over to the boss area. Where we will pick up in episode 3. So anyway, guys, my name is Free Nachos. Thanks, as always, for watching, joining me on this Lords of the Fallen Let's Play series. And tune in for episode 3, where we will face the first main boss in the game. So anyway, guys, my name is Free Nachos. Thanks as always, and I'll see you on the next one.